Hi, I'm Lawrence. I just won the Antwerp Outpost Regional with Memento, which I did not expect. But yeah, let's keep it brief because we're waiting on food. So, first off, 3 Dark Blades. In any scenario other than a Full Loss, best normal summon. The only way you contest is SP if they end on that, which actually is pretty likely with Full Loss stuff. And then 3 Youngwitch. I used to play 2 of this, but the guy that coached me, Richard, shoutouts to him. He's just of the belief as long as you can play it all, it's usually fine. But yeah, obviously really good card into Full Loss. And then the horse, that's an Otoshigo. Yeah, just absolutely absurd card. Everyone is, even people who do not know anything about this deck are terrified of this card, and with good reason. Whenever you can start with it, you just always feel insane. And then a bunch of one-offs, Akihiron, new support from Rage of the Abyss. I'm gonna keep saying this, I guess. Absolutely absurd cards. This makes your card economy just way better. There's a lot of situations where you were just dead before off of just a single DD card that just doesn't happen anymore. Like, absolutely, if you are not playing this yet, absolutely include it. Horn Dragon. I'm playing like a very light Fiendsmith package, so this card is a lot more important. Otherwise, if you play Tree Engraver, you don't need this, but in my version, especially because I'm on Griffin, you really do need this card, and it helps you layer your boards quite a bit more. Then Mace, yeah, searches any cards, is a quick effect change of hearts. It's not as important in the combos anymore as I used to think, because you tend to search Fusion by its own effect now, but in a pinch this still is really important, and it is still a starter. It's the worst of the one-card starters, but it still is one. Yeah, Memento Sleepy. This was introduced in Legacy of Destruction, I believe. No, Infant Forbidden. But yeah, one of your 2 ways to do a Fusion summon in Engine. I feel like one of the big ways you can tell apart bad from good Memento players is how well they use these cards. Especially the effect on Destruction can cause a huge snowball effect. But some people play it too. I think that's wrong. This card only works if you're already playing. The big boy that I love. Yeah, sometimes you just use it to get to OTK. But yeah, he's always part of your end boards. He turns all your good effects on. He helps you kill like nobody's business. And also, the way I've been playing it, currently, often this guy is actually just a link material because his summon is not once per turn. And you dump like 12 trillion. Then Gaddock, hate to draw this card, but it is absolutely mandatory, insane cards. Lets you add back anything from your graveyards. Million ways to trigger it. Don't play more than one. Goblin. I was only playing one of this, even though I'm on the Goblin Quick list, you'll see, because I was going through the math. It's only 3.5% chance that you open the Goblin Quick Play and Goblin, which it's still a functional normal summon. I don't think this deck needs any more normal summons, but I don't fault people for doing it. And then Memento Field Spell. You know, really good field spell, but does nothing on its own, so you don't want to open it. By the way, do you know that this makes it so Magical Cylinder can't activate? Yeah, that is no, there's still more of the Memento engine left. There's just an engraver here for some reason. Okay, then 3 Bone Party, pop and special or add a Memento. The fact that this adds instead of special sometimes really comes up. Really keep this in mind. But yeah, like with the current lines, you always incorporate this. It's not just like a fun extra to have now. And bootleg Memento Bone Party, or in some ways it's better. So yeah, just summon a goblin from your deck with this. Yeah, not much to say. Dodge targeting, play. You just get to play, and then something I wasn't so hot on initially, 3 Memento Fusion. So a lot of people swore by playing 3 of this card with the idea of like, oh, it's another extender, but like it's already like a 3-card combo, but getting it into rotation at all is just so huge. And this version of the deck really maxes out on Memento names, as you can see. You know, like we're playing like 10 normal summons or something, so it's probably a bit more justifiable, and obviously just absurd cards. Then the one-off Engraver, I don't think playing Engraver as an actual extender or like a 1-card combo is real anymore because of Full Loss. Like, this deck otherwise has a really good matchup into Full Loss, but I don't think it's a good idea to like build your deck around that. It's still very nice because you can make Caesar can make Caesar early in a lot of lines. Like any 2 cards, like any starter plus any Memento name basically lets you make this before you commit to Memento Fusion, which also beats Retaliating Sea. And then, non-engine, called by, insane cards. Yeah, I don't think I have to explain this. There's a lot of Shifter, there's a lot of Milcharmies. You should main take this. Also, Sylvia, it checks Sylvia and Phantom. Non-engine, Super Poly was a bit of a call out. Certain card in my extra deck that I'll show later is one of the main reasons I played this, but it's a lot better than I thought it was. But not really for breaking. Not that often for just like, oh, this is the board, I break this. Just like once you're true like breaking a board, like once the ROTA hits the field and stuff like that. So it came up against Fire King and against Centurion. There's an insane Super Poly target, and then 3 Fuelos. I don't really have good discard outlets aside from Nightmare Griffin, but insane card, you have to play it. It's like you just steal so many games off of this. Then Imperm and Ash, the only hand traps I was playing in main. You have to check Tempai. Imperm is semi kind of a breaker. There was just like the Imperm was probably the thing I came closest to cutting for something else, but I'd still rather have Imperm over stuff like Dark Ruler, honestly, at the moment. That's the main deck. The extra deck. So the fusions, the Memento fusions. So Twin Dragon and 2 Creation King. You don't need to play more of this. You may consider playing more of this, but I think if you play it well, doesn't really matter. Yeah. I'm gonna assume you know what these cards do. Then Super Poly targets. So this breaks the entire Centurion boards. It's either Auxilla plus Blazer or Auxilla plus Crimson Dragon. You also get the pop card on summon. And these 2 need no introduction, they're just like to cover more stuff. And also, even though it's mostly engine, this is also a really good Super Poly target in pinch. It didn't come up today, but you can, it just needs any Beast, Fiend, or Illusion, so you can fuse off Ilia Sylvia, the Azamina Omni Negate, and Desiree, but I did not encounter any pure Snake Eye, only Fire King. Yep. Then, SP Little Knights, needs an introduction. And the... Yeah, just these 2. This is necessary to play this. I'm not maining Cranium Burst right now, and this guy is basically the reason. Like, it's basically Cranium Burst if it didn't suck ass, but under Fuelos, Cranium Burst is still nice. I'm still playing it Insights. And yeah, Cross Sheep is just necessary to make a lot of combos work and helps you chain block Creation King. And then Fiendsmith stuff. You know, you want to make Caesar. You don't want to be dead if you're like Anguish Horse and then you get Impermed, so you can still end on interruptions, and this is necessary for the Abels and Nightmare Griffin stuff. Then we are on to the sides. So Perilia. It's weird, this card honestly feels better than Fuelos a lot of the time, because everyone is prepared for Fuelos, but a lot of people can't really check this card as well, I feel. If you think that like Fuelos has like made this card irrelevant, don't, this card's insane. Then for Azamina stuff, and this actually also won me a game against Runic Stun. Effective summon, and you have no Runic spells in your graveyard. Diabells, going first package. This card probably is going to be banned at some point when a really, really good deck can make use of this, but for now it's just a shit rogue deck like this. Trusts, 3 Trusts, 1 Talents, DDG, 2 D Barrier. DDG is insane against is insane against pretty much every deck that's worth worrying about, and this deck has no game to Shifter, so you really want a way to punish Tempai. So 2 Trust to Shifter then Barrier, and then lastly Tigbu and Cranium Burst. I didn't cite this in a single time. I think I'm gonna cut this. This card's ass. Like, Griffin does everything this card does except like playing less into Talons, but you don't care about Talons if you have DFLs, so. And Tigbu, another anti-Tempai card, just kind of like, if you don't know what to side in, generically just kind of works. So, yeah, thanks for this. This was my first regional top and first regional win. Very satisfied with this, and I'm probably going to keep rocking this deck well into Bologna, so bye.